Hey there, everybody. Chief Meteorologist Jason Boyer here on this Tuesday. It is January the 20th, and I want to get you updated on what we're seeing and the possibilities of our winter weather that's coming this weekend. Still expecting a significant winter storm, the most significant since 2022, so it's been several years. But before we get all caught up in what is the total snow or ice accumulation expected, which I know a lot of you want to know at this point. However, we cannot reliably give you the numbers just yet. Why? Because we're still far enough out that there's so much uncertainty and a wide range of totals. I've seen as little as a couple of inches to as much as 1.5 feet of snow for Asheville and other areas. I mean, that's just way too far of a range to be, well, useful to you at this point. All right, so here's what we want you to focus on, as we all should. It's the impacts of the storm, right? So let's focus on that for a moment. The probability of moderate impacts, this means travel difficulties, no doubt, maybe closures and disruptions to your daily plans and businesses, schools, things like that eventually. Well, the likelihood of that is very high, as you can see here, Saturday and Sunday, right? Obviously, schools aren't going to be in session Saturday and Sunday, but those carryover effects might linger into Monday. So anything you see up there in the burnt orange or red, that is the likelihood of winter weather, regardless of snow and ice, having a moderate impact on your daily life and activities. All right, so let's now break it down by type of winter weather we're expecting. This map shows us the likelihood of moderate impacts from snow alone, just snow. And obviously, pretty good impacts if you're over North Carolina and especially Tennessee, northward into Virginia, Kentucky, West Virginia. Let me zoom in. There you go. So AVL is Asheville, GVL is Greenville, and you'll see the colors change dramatically as you go south of Asheville to Greenville, okay? So the likelihood of moderate impacts from snow alone are higher along I-40 north, okay, and lower south of I-40, generally speaking. And now let's talk finally about the ice. Ice will be part of this winter storm. How much is still in flux, but here's the probability of moderate impacts from ice alone, not snow. We're talking freezing rain and sleet Saturday through Sunday. Notice the colors, much more bright over our southern neighbors into South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, and farther east. I'll zoom in and you will see less likely to have a big impact from ice in Asheville. It's more snow, obviously. More likely to have bigger impacts from freezing rain and sleet as you get down into the upstate from Greenville, I-85 southward, and into Atlanta, Charlotte, Raleigh. So, with all that said, again, focus on what this means for you and your family and anything you plan on doing this weekend. Obviously, travel will become much more difficult Saturday into Sunday. We expect the snow to start, the ice to start sometime early Saturday and end sometime into Sunday. We'll refine the timing of it. We'll refine more details for you as the newer model data comes out in the coming days. In fact, tomorrow we'll already start to see some of the shorter range and higher resolution models grab onto the system. So we'll start to be able to show you more of the totals of everything. But just know, this is going to have a pretty big impact, obviously, for the Carolinas, the Tennessee Valley, into the Virginias.